SARS-CoV-2 is an enveloped RNA virus. It has one of the largest genomes of an RNA virus. It's almost 30 kb long. It shows a lytic life cycle. It goes through 3 stages: the attachment and entry, replication and synthesis, and finally the viral assembly and release. So what happens is the spike protein attaches to the ACE2 receptor, and then through a series of molecular events, the virus is taken into the host cell. These ACE2 proteins are actually present in human lung cells, human small intestines, the kidneys, as well as the heart. Once the virus is inside the cell, again, a whole lot of chemical events occur, and the viral RNA is released into the cell. The way the viral RNA synthesizes new proteins as well as replicates its RNA is the same in all coronaviruses. The viral genome is a positively stranded RNA, it's an mRNA. The RNA is subdivided into 2 parts. The first part to the left you can see is labeled ORF1A and ORF1B. And the part to the right is all the colored parts for the viral proteins that will be made to package the viral materials. The S stands for the spike protein, the E is the envelope, the M is the membrane protein, and the N is the nucleocapsid. This section of the mRNA is ready to make proteins. In PP1A, about, I think, 10 of these proteins are made in one long strand. But these proteins need to be cut up before they can do their job. And the cutting up will happen with these 2 very important proteases. The first one is the PL proteinase that you can see in purple. And the second one is the 3CL protease that you can see in the cyan. So as soon as this section is translated, the 3CL protease and the PL proteinase will cut itself off and start cutting off the other proteins within the section. PP1AB is longer than the PP1A. At the end of PP1A, which is around NSP10, there is a stop codon. And so the ribosome finishes its translation at that point. In some cases, as the ribosome is translating the protein and it gets to around NSP9 and NSP10, it does what is known as a ribosomal frame shift. That means the ribosome moves to the left 1 base, and as a result, it changes the reading frame. So now that stop codon is changed into a codon that codes for an amino acid, and that allows the ribosome to keep going until it gets to the end of our ORF1B so that it can make these other proteins that is necessary for the viral replication. And the protein that is made in this way is another important protein called RDRP, the RNA-dependent RNA polymerase. This enzyme is going to be very important for making more RNAs. So the RDRP, the 3CL protease, and the PL proteinase are the 3 important proteins that are made in the primary translation. Once the RDRP is made, now it can go and start making these small RNAs that is needed for making these proteins, spike proteins, the envelope, the membrane, and the nucleocapsid. These proteins that are made along with the RNA will be transported to the Golgi, where it is going to be modified, glycosylated. They will be packaged with the new RNA that is being produced from the full-length RNA, and they will be made into viral particles, and they will exit the cell through exocytosis.